How do you get all people to show grace in mess? Only takes one person to react with shock to create hurt and shut down openness. And that is so true. It only takes one person in a group that has an interesting look on their face or says something that just immediately shuts things down. One thing that I've learned as a leader is you can't control the reactions of the people in your group. You can't look at the mess. You can't look at the reaction. You can't look at what's happened and just wish it away. I think it goes back to you as a leader thinking in terms of being an engineer. How do you create an environment that's safe? And that takes some time. I think that in general, you as a leader always set the bar for grace in your group. There will always be reactions that you can't control, but in general, the group will look to you for where the boundaries are, where the safety is, and what the reaction and response that's appropriate should be. And that was one of the things that, and I mentioned in the talk, that we had a group a while back that someone was concerned about language being used in the group, and I just told the leader, this is an opportunity for you to ask some really good questions about what bothers you about that, and how would you like to see authenticity and transparency play out in the group. But in general, the group is going to be looking to that leader to see where grace lies. And so I just think as a leader, you have to model it. You can't control what other people do, but you can model it. And as we model things, I love how Paul says, imitate me as I imitate Christ. That's one of the really cool things and really scary things about leadership, is we're leading small groups. That's kind of what we're saying, is imitate me as I imitate Christ. And it's scary because we're saying imitate me, but it's also saying it's not about having all the answers. It's just about doing as I do. And so I would say that getting all people to show grace in the mess just begins with you as the leader, and being graceful in your reactions and creating an environment that's safe for other people to show grace in that environment as well.